Hi everyone, I'm Danielle and I run bookcoreblog.com and this is my weekly haul. Only I don't do it weekly. I am a procrastinator, so I don't always do my haul. But since I don't, I actually have some great books to share with everybody. I'm going to leave off my e-copies because I've been on a e-book buying kick lately. And you would be here all day. I would be here all day. We might be here all night. I've been buying a lot of Michelle Valentine books. If you haven't read her, you should. Also, I've just been on a rockstar romance kick. I can't stop buying these rockstar romances and falling in love with rock stars over and over again. Don't tell. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first book. I got it from the used bookstore. I was actually there because I really wanted a copy of The Cuckoo's Calling, and I'm not ready to spend 20 bucks on a book. I'm cheap. I need a cheap book. So I tried to find it used. Unfortunately, the lady never heard of the book before, which I don't know if it made me mad or just maybe I think the book's so awesome and I want to own it so bad that I think that everybody should know about it. So I didn't get my book, but I did get some other really good finds. The first one is by Karen Roberts and it's called The Last Victim. And I've been really curious about this book. They had a write up on it in RT Magazine. And, it's got serial killers and ghosts and psychiatrists. So I thought I could relate to it. I don't know why. Um, but I'm really excited to read it. It's got really mixed reviews on it. Either people really love it or really hate it. But I'm hoping because I kind of like a darker read sometimes, maybe I'll really like it. So if I really hate it, that's gonna suck. Anywho, my next book I also got from the same used bookstore. It's called Lord and Lady Spy by Shanna Galen. And I bought this book and then I got home and I realized I already owned it. Not the first time that's happened to me, by the way. So I'll probably end up giving it away with the other books that I have doubles of because I just have a problem. The next book I got it from my Word of the Month book club. It's Sarah McLean's Romance Word of the Month book club. They send you one book a month. You get to pick, and all the big books are picked out by Sarah McLean. I'm a huge Sarah McLean fan, so I kind of like the idea of my favorite author giving me a selection of books. And they all come with swag, each week that's supposed to relate to the book. Anywho, it's called Anything But Sweet by Candace Terry. And I haven't really been able to find out if the swag relates or like how, because I have like no time to read books other than review books here recently. But I don't mind that. I like that. The next book that I got is called Fantasy Lover by Sherilyn Kenyon. Check out that hot guy. So I've been kind of going through withdrawals from books like series that I'm really into. And I don't know. I think I missed like the action of YA series like Vampire Academy and Mortal Instruments that had an ongoing story that just captured my attention. And so my friend Adriana recommended this series, so I snagged my book, thriftbooks.com. It is used bookstore online, free shipping, so it's just like going to a used bookstore. So if you don't have a used bookstore in your town and you love buying used books, definitely go to thriftbooks.com. I should probably stop going. My next book is from Penguin Publishing. It's called Entwined with You by Sylvia Day. And I read the first book and I didn't read the second book, so now I had to play catch up and review the third book. I think I might enjoy the series a little bit more now because the first book I read like right after I read 50 Shades of Grey, and there were so many comparisons that it kind of drove me bonkers. That maybe now that 50 Shades of Grey has faded from my mind a bit, I can really get into the story. I talk with my hands a lot. I hope that doesn't bother anybody. The next book that I got, I just want to say there's these moments when you're like blogging and you get a certain book and you're like, me? I got the book? but I'm not that big of a blogger. Shouldn't that belong to like a big blogger, you know? And you just feel awesome in that moment when you get the book. Anywho, it's called A Rake's Midnight Kiss by Anna Campbell. And I read the first book. It's called Seven Nights in a Rogue's Bed. And it was good. So, Grand Central Publishing sent me the second book. And I'm really excited to read this one. I think I'm going to read it next. I have 2 books that I have to have the review due in August. So I try and decide which goes first. I might read the Bella Andre one and then read this one. I don't know. Anyway, getting sidetracked. The next book that I have is an awesome book. I received it in the mail. It's called Run to Rome. So I read the first book long time ago, back when I first started blogging, and I must have had like, I wasn't even posting every day. I was just starting out, and Stacy Joy Netzel sent me a copy of Lost in Italy, and I loved it. And it became one of my favorite books. And I would tell everybody to read this book because I loved it so much. I just wanted people to talk about that book with. You see, I get excited. I start talking really fast. That's how I felt about this book. I was just so in love with it that, I don't know, it created such an adventure. So when I got Run to Rome, I was so thrilled and I felt so honored to be reviewing the series and getting the chance to continue reviewing it, because back then, I mean, my reviews were misspelled and it was bad. So, anywho, I get the book in the mail. I open it up and there is this dedication. Stacy dedicated the book to me, and I was crying like a baby. It was to Lost in Italy's biggest fan, which is me, because I love this book. Like, I will never forget this book. I want to go back and, like, reread this book. Thinking about it now, I'm going to go buy the audiobook so that I can listen to it. And I got the opportunity to not only review Run to Rome, but be in the book, like, dedication to me, and I cried like a baby. And I fell in love with this book. When I read these books, it's kind of like I'm going on the adventure to Italy, and for a little Italian girl, that's awesome. And don't judge me right now. I know I'm a dork. I know I get really into this, but that's how I feel when I read her stories. Like, I'm experiencing the adventure in Italy, and I live for this kind of books that you start reading and the whole world just disappears, and it's just you lost inside of a story. And now I have to wait for book 3. So anyway, I actually have a giveaway going on to win a signed copy of Run to Rome. And Lost in Italy is only 99 cents from now till the 23rd. So go buy Lost in Italy for 99 cents and then enter to win Run to Rome, because you will not be disappointed. You will love this series. I get really emotional about books that I'm in love with. I don't know what's wrong with me. Anyway, so that's my haul. I'm going to stop so that I don't talk your ear off, because I will, even though I'm only talking to myself. So, bye!